No, just lots of
Uh-huh.
partying too much and drinking too much and staying up too late
Beautiful.
every single night. Uh, there was there was like the one night too before the Stormgate tournament. This happens every single event. Is Saturday night going too hard and then trying to wake up at like 9 o'clock on Sunday for whatever the morning event is.
Yeah.
And then you're there all day Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
StarCraft was going until 8:30 at night. And then you stay up all night partying on Sunday because you're not gonna not go out and hang out with Clem after he just won. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I was gonna say that's gonna be like the worst thing, like the fact that because the event is going on and it's literally all day, if you party beforehand, like day 1 or day 2, like you're gonna be wrecked for the final game. But like, how do you not? You know, like everyone's there, like the vibe. You know, you got to be a part of it. You gotta go hard.
You absolutely have to.
Copium. So getting into the grand finals here and sporting in the top left-hand corner of Oceanborn, we have the Korean Terran player representing Team Liquid. It is Cure.
And he's taking on another Protoss player in the lower right-hand corner who's already proxying a pylon and getting things nice and spicy for us. It's Dragon Kitesy Gaming's herO. Oh yeah, you'll love to see it. All right. A nice little gateway going on here. herO gonna get a little aggressive, get a little cheeky, see if he can catch Cure off guard.
Yeah, exactly. So a nice way to really punish, especially an economic opener. Speaking of, Cure is going for a Rax Expand, not a double gas opener, so Cure will have that much less to deal with this, and we'll see if herO can make some magic happen. We'll see if he can get some economic damage and maybe even delay the CC or disrupt the economy of Cure.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's funny, in the last series, Cure, I feel like he expanded on the high ground every single game. And now here we're seeing good old Reaper expand, low ground CC, and herO's going to take advantage of it. For sure, this should at least delay the CC, but I mean, there's definitely a world where he can force a cancel on it, which is, I think, herO's real goal here.
Yeah, it should be the goal for herO, and I mean, he's moving out with his first stealth. We do have a Stalker soon to be on the way. Cure, he scouts!
Ooh, the scout. Yeah, it's a good scout. There is a bunker being built already. SCVs are out here as Cure was very suspicious. Found that he's going to try to bop that Stalker in here. Needs to get that bunker finished. That bunker is so crucial.
Yeah, the bunker is on the way. The boys are being pulled as well. The Zelt has arrived. We're going to be able to focus down some of these Marines. It looks like one, it looks like two of them are going to be going down before the bunker does finish.
Oh, the surround.
The surround.
Beautifully done there.
Yeah, the surround on the Stalker. It is going to be shut down in the bunker. It finishes.
Yeah, bunker finishes, CC finishes. herO can obviously still put some pressure on here. The one Marine and one Reaper in that bunker, not the scariest thing in the world to just walk by, but there is a Cyclone on the way, and that is the most terrifying thing any Protoss has ever seen.
Oh yeah, Protoss, that mate Zerg.
Oh yeah,
it's terrifying for all of us, man. Even Terrans.
There's not even a Zerg in the round of 4 of this tournament. It's probably the Cyclone's fault, honestly.
Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. As we are going to be just positioning ourselves in between the bases. The Cyclone has arrived. Good target firing here on the Stalker. The Stalker does fall, and now we only have Adepts left.
Yeah, Cure's going to be able to push this away. He knows where that proxy is. He should be able to take that out relatively soon after. A couple SCVs are going to fall. A couple of Marines are going to fall. But the trades overall very much in Cure's favor. And that CC, it's up. It's running.
Oh, yeah.
It's going.
It is up. It's standing tall here. So Cure, he does come out ahead. He's up in workers. He has his mules, of course. herO just now getting his natural base up and running. This opener from herO had to achieve a little bit more. And to be fair, it's not over. That's a lot of Adepts. We have a lot of Adepts here, and we can still shade into the main. We can try to focus down the SCVs or even that Cyclone.
Yeah, I mean, he could try to get on top of the Cyclone. The Widowmine going to help zone a little bit. But at the very least, this is causing a lot of lost mining time. Should be able to get an SCV or two. We'll see if herO just dips on out, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Gets 2 kills, gets out of there, doesn't lose anything.
Yeah, pretty nice follow-up here, and again, very necessary. You can see here he's slowly catching up in the worker count thanks to all that mining time, as the Cyclone does dance with the Adepts.
Yeah, I love this little micro there from Cure. The Adepts, though, they're very threatening. That is a lot of Adepts.
Yeah, that is going to be 6 Adepts in total. Behind this, we have a Twilight Council opener. This should be for Blink, but we'll see if herO does take us in a different direction. As the game goes on, though, you can see that Cure, he's just heavily fortifying himself here on 2 bases, already working on his tank count.
Yeah, getting those tanks up is going to be super important. Prism coming out to try to keep that harass going, but we don't have any... There's no upgrades on the way just yet. The Twilight Council is done, and it's very successfully sitting there. It's looking pretty. You know, it's a pretty looking building. And it might research something at some point. There it goes. Just taking a little bit of time.
Wait, it's
going to be a while before...
what to do, okay?
That's true. You know what? It can do whatever it wants. It can counsel that Twilight all day if it wants to.
It can even make a Dark Shrine, right?
It could. That would actually be the coolest thing it could do, honestly. The best upgrade the Twilight Council can make is actually building a Dark Shrine and getting Shadow Stride.
True.
So
there you go. As the Reaper does slip into the main base, we get a full scout. We do get eyes on the Twilight Council. We see it researching. The Reaper goes down, and we do manage to throw down the Bay. Already going to be taking towards Colossus. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean, that would make a lot of sense. Colossi and then Disruptors. It's a good combination. As the 4 Adepts sneak in here in the Prism. herO just trying to get some harassment. He wants to keep Cure focused on his side of the map, delay any push-outs if he can. He's got a lot of tech going right now, but not like a ton of units. So he wants to buy some time, get those Colossi out. They take a while.
Yeah, they do. And so far, as you mentioned, herO's doing a great job of containing his opponent. Speaking of DTs, Cure is just a little bit paranoid. We have a turret on the way just in case the Invisible Man does arrive. And he is working on his 3rd CC. It was delayed for a moment, and that also is a tell. At least herO knows it's not going to be a 2-base all-in. He knows that Cure is trying to expand. Yeah,
good scout there for herO. He knows relatively what he's up against. I mean, Cure's not doing anything tricky or cheeky at all. And neither is herO, really. I mean, this is pretty standard play from herO. I think it's just that Cure doesn't necessarily know exactly what he's up against. He saw that Twilight Council, but he hasn't seen the 3rd. He is going to see a lot of dead probes, though.
Oh my god, that's a lot of workers. 6 probes are going to be going down. At the same time, we have that Widowmine drop getting poised to go into the main as well. For now, it does hold back, though, but 6 worker kills for energy is beautiful because the Raven does survive.
Yep, can come back in another day. There's no Stargate to take care of that, so...
Yeah, exactly. As we're going to be trying to fortify ourselves, we have Cure going to be sneaking out with a double drop as well. herO, he's trying to contain his opponent with these Stalkers, but he does miss that drop, looking to actually join up with that Widowmine.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate there for herO. He's got some decent vision around base, but Cure able to sneak out with that drop. Might be able to get some good damage on the other side of the map. Widowmine's going to go in first and check things out.
Yeah, doesn't get any hits off yet here, as the herO is going to be able to react it beautifully. He does pull back. 1 probe goes down, but we do shut down that mine. And that is +1 air attack? Oh my god.
Oh, okay. All right, herO. Let's go, dude. There's that Stargate.
I was so confused when I saw +1. I was like, wait, what? What's happening right now? Okay, I guess we're going into Phoenix production. At the same time, here comes the triple drop into the main.
Well, that's going to force a recall out of herO. He wants to get those units back in, but those Colossi are so exposed. 1 gets targeted down, the second one taking some damage, but it will stay alive. And the drop gets picked up. At least some of those units going to get back to the corner. 7 probes going down, but recalling the Colossi like that is such a scary thing.
Yeah, exactly. And now we can see Curious pushing right through the center of the map. I didn't even saw, but
I
here
think he killed a lot of Stalkers over there.
Yeah, he caught the Stalkers as well. Here, he actually miscontrolled. He was trying to lift up the Colossus, but he lifted up a probe, which meant that there was no room for in the prism for the Colossus.
Oh no!
Yeah, so a bit of miscontrol there out of herO. Did miss the Colossus in the end, and Cure has now gained map control. He's getting a 4 CC behind this. Third base is up and running here for Cure. Meanwhile, herO Wait, has he been scouted? Looking at the vision here, Cure, he did see the Stargate in production, but I wonder if he did click on it. I wonder if it even matters. I'm dead.
No, I mean, he sees the Phoenix, right? And this is like a great reason to build a Stargate at this stage of the game to help deal with drops in the corner. And I didn't even realize there's like a weird spot that a Liberator can siege up on a 4th base on this map that Stalkers can't hit. So I feel like herO's making it look like, no. I just wanted a Phoenix. You know, I just wanted some like anti-drop stuff. When really there's a fleet beacon and a second Stargate on the way that Cure doesn't know about. But right now, herO needs to focus on this attack because Cure's got a lot of stuff. Nice anti-armor missile, trying to put some pressure on.
Do you think that herO was watching Nightmare series? Because, mate, we're rushing towards carriers, and we're on Oceanborn once again.
What else would he be doing? You know, he was chilling. His match was over.
Yeah.
He's probably popped on one of our streams, you know? Chuck on a cheeky Wardy stream, see what's going on.
He was listening to us talk about he was listening to the DreamHack story, you know. He was beautiful. He was like he was kind of sick of DreamHack. I didn't get to party with herO, unfortunately. Too bad. Maybe a DreamHack Dallas, you know. True. There you go. But yeah, I mean, there we go. Carriers, they're on the way. Carriers are in production.
And you know what? It's 2 carriers at a time. He was listening to that too. He was like, one is terrible.
It is.
I need to make 2 at a time.
There you go. There you go. herO, avid foul supporter. Clearly. As Cure is being active, bear that in mind as well, that he is being a little bit more aggressive compared to what he was doing against Nightmare, but he's still here on his own side of the map. But this is still a terrifying army. That's a lot of ghosts. That's a lot of EMPs.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big ol' army. 2-2 starting up for it, so he's ahead 1 upgrade right now. And Cure, I mean, his ability to take fights with this kind of army is, I think, what makes him so good in this matchup.
Oh, and the skin! Wow, the skin does reveal the army. Gets eyes on the carriers as well. Unlike Nightmare, herO wasn't banking them in the main base, so Cure is now fully aware of what's going on. And now he knows he's on the timer. He knows that he needs to stop this before it can get out of control.
Yeah, and this is a very good scout for Cure. His army is out here. He's got a lot of Vikings already. He's got an anti-armor missile right in the dead center of that army, hitting just about everything. It's a big stim. Now, there is some static defense here, a couple of shield batteries, a cannon even, and there is a disruptor too.
Yeah, but there's only a couple of disruptors, actually. That's something that we're lacking here is support for the Sky Toss. Only 2 disruptors, which can be something that Cure can take advantage of, but for now, he will retreat. He sees the army, he backs off, he respects his defensive position. He's going to be rotating around instead, looking for another angle of attack.
Yeah, he tried to poke his way in there a little bit, but didn't want to overcommit to it. It's a scary thing to do, to fight a Protoss playing defensively with carriers and disruptors. You have to really be sure you can take that fight. So Cure just wants to macro it out a little bit. I mean, it's 4 base to 4 right now. I think he's more than happy to play in a longer macro game against herO.
Yeah, as he does throw down a couple more starports. We have the fusion going the way. Big EMP here on the Stalkers, but the carrier army does arrive just in time. Good rotation out of herO, and Cure, he respects it. He backs the hell off. His army is pretty heavily overstimmed, I just realized, so Cure could try to, herO could try to take advantage of that. herO, he's maxed out.
Yeah, he's looking for it. Looking for a little bit of an engagement here. His +2 attack is done for his ground units. And he's going to blink forward. You're right, that army is already very low. Lots of yellow and orange. Another stim would be super painful. Cure is trying to not stim right now. He has some more medevacs popping out to help heal these guys up, but 3 of those are just completely out of juice.
Yeah, I mean, he's hyper-fixated on Vikings and Liberators right now, so he cannot sustain his ground army. But that's a lot of Vikings. Looking at the unit side, that is 16 Vikings. That will be enough to deal with the Sky Toss at least, but we have much more on the way. 2 more Robos, Gateway Explosion, and the Mothership as well.
Ooh, yeah, love me some Mothership. I will say, I know that a lot of Protoss players don't like him, but I wouldn't hate to see some High Templar here as well.
Yeah,
I feel like some High Templars spread it through the map for some Storm can be a cheeky thing.
Yeah, especially against a Viking-based army, right? Like, Disruptors are great, they're beautiful, but they don't shoot up. That's the problem here, and Storms can do amazingly when it comes to zoning away those Vikings.
So what I'm hearing is that you want Disruptors to be able to hit air. Yes?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, excellent. Can you imagine a Disruptor Nova against mutas, like a flock of mutas?
Oh my god. Imagine against, I mean, against anything really. I mean,
Against literally anything ever? Yeah.
Oh my god.
They're really good. Disruptors against carriers? Let's go.
Oh my god, not like this, not like this. But here we go. Hero's going to be pushing once again, reinforcing as well. It does have the high ground. The stack defense not quite ready yet here for Cure, but again, that's a little Vikings. He does zone Hero back.
Yeah, I don't think herO wants to engage with that quite at the moment. But yeah, I mean, some storms here against those Vikings would be real nice. As it is, the ground army of Stalkers is going to have to help push those away. But hero's going to have to be really careful with how he engages against this army.
I mean, with the Gateway Explosion, with 2 more robos on the way, it looks like maybe hero's getting ready to, in case he does lose all the carriers, he can switch into a ground-based army instead. And then suddenly all these Vikings aren't as useful. And again, that's what, 20, he has 24 Vikings. Like, at what point is it too much? You know, like, has he overcommitted?
Well, but think about this. You can land the Vikings,
true,
and then they can die to the charge lanes.
There you go. See, the Vikings can land. Why can't Disruptors shoot up, right? That's just balance.
Yeah. You know what? You're absolutely right. Ooh, herO.
Let's go.
What are we doing, herO? Okay. All right.
Diving into that. So there it is. Massive recall into the natural base, and Cure is completely out of position.
Yeah, he is running back as fast as he can, but herO is poised to get a lot of damage done here in the meantime. Oh, that +3 attack. I don't know if that's going to finish up. The mothership goes down, but it already did its job. Now, can Cure take a good fight here? herO's a little bit spread out, a little bit disjointed.
Yeah, it's going to pull back. Remember, here he has a recall to get the hell out of there as well. He did deny that eBay. We do have the Ghost Academy that's going to be exposed as well. The Vikings are going to be coming in, and herO, he needs to get the hell out of here. He can't lose everything.
Yeah, looks like he just wants to fight, but he is absolutely going to lose every single air unit. And without that, it's only a matter of time before these ground units die. There's the recall to try to get the Disruptors out. Like 3 of them escape.
3 Disruptors do escape, and there is that ground toss transition. We have 5 Disruptors being produced at a time. Massive weapon of Stalkers as well. And as the dust does settle, what does Cure have to work with? He's got 1 Ghost. He's got a handful of Marines.
Vikings is what he has to work with.
That's what I mean.
Oh, man. I mean, you kind of called it. It's exactly what you were talking about. Now all those Vikings are, like, pretty much completely useless. herO's going to start up Shadow Stride and warp in some DTs. He wants to send those in. Now that he cleared the natural, definitely an opportunity for them to find some damage.
Definitely, as Nova's going to be going off, and it will connect with only a Marauder, but we have plenty of Disruptors behind this as well. herO should be able to hold on. What's important, though, is that we're going into Liberator production, and that is good against Ground Toss. So Cure wisely going to be getting out of Vikings and into something that can support him against the Ground Toss army.
Yeah, and now the Viking count means that herO can't just, like, bust out a couple of Tempests to deal with this, right? He actually just can't do that. That will not succeed. So he needs to figure out another way to fight against this army of Sky Terran. Whew. I mean, that was a good Nova. It's a good way to start things off. herO's still down 50 supply, though.
That's a good Nova. We have a DT across the map as well, but as you mentioned, herO, he is hurting right now. He does not have much of an army to speak of. He doesn't have the best economy either. He needs time to rebuild and to remax.
Yeah, and each time he kills a Liberator, it feels like 2 more show up. There's 3 in production at a time. The Liberators, though, a little bit slow to move around here, and that's going to allow the Stalkers and Disruptors to move more freely, clear out some of these turrets in the middle.
Yeah, so far, good trades here from herO. He's doing what he can to try to hold on, to try to hold the line. He does have a decent economy here, but again, no mining whatsoever towards the bottom left. Doesn't have 80 workers. He rotates around. It looks like he may want to go for the CC. This is not a planetary.
Yeah, that's a nice little vulnerable spot there for Cure. herO, though, instead starts to fight some of these reinforcements. The Liberators all siege up on top of him.
Oh my god. Yes, so many Liberators. The Freedom is here. The Ghost does go down. But with this many Liberators, we should be able to hold on. But the CC is going to go down.
Yeah, nice catch on the CC. And that's going to hurt Cure's economy. But Cure, on the other side of the map, trying to do some damage as well. Kills the Disruptors, but the cannons and shield batteries just holding on for so long. There's no units left in those medevacs. They just need to run away.
Oh, the one Phoenix.
Gotta go.
Let's go.
This is what he was built for.
He's like, this is my moment. My time to shine.
My time to shine, dude. Look at him go. He's gonna kill 5 medevacs.
Unironically, he's doing it. Oh my
This is
God.
actually really, really good.
And behind this Tempest production, now, can we actually get into Tempest? As you mentioned, we still have 17 Vikings. Not as many as before, but
15 Liberators. They could just stay in anti-air mode. They'll win that fight.
true. Libs, they shoot up and down. People
Yeah,
forget that
that's kind of
sometimes.
overpowered.
It's crazy.
Why can units shoot up and down? That's too much. This is that Liberator position, by the way, which, like, Stalkers, I don't think they can quite hit a Liberator if it's positioned well back here. So annoying.
Yeah, but thankfully, the Tempest to deal with it. At the same time, big recoil here towards the top right. Vikings are lying in wait. Are we going to be able to deal with this as the Tempest? They are not recalled, and we are going to try and hold on, but here come the Liberators.
Yeah, the Liberators just all siege up when
The
it's just the
Vikings.
Stalkers, but the Stalkers are killing the Vikings over here. And this is the power of herO's army. The Liberators need to be together. They need to have some bio support. Stalkers can just kind of blink around, you know?
Yeah, they
And
are.
while a lot of damage is being done to herO's base, Cure doesn't have, I mean, he still has that base on the left side. I don't know how that's still alive.
Here are the surround. The surround on these Liberators. He dealt with all the Vikings earlier.
coming
The
in on the
Tempest are going ham.
backside.
And here he's going to clean this up.
Yeah, he's going to clean up absolutely all of this. Some more Vikings coming in to try to poke and prod at this, but herO is taking the supply lead. It's been a long time since that's happened.
Yeah, he does have the supply lead. The Tempest is going ham. There are 0 Vikings left. The Viking count. There's 1 Viking remaining here for Cure. Again, he was pulled apart. herO, with his multitasking, able to make the Tempest transition work.
Yeah, I mean, beautifully handled by herO. He took advantage of the mobility that his army had, and that Cure's was kind of lacking with that heavy Liberator Viking composition. Stalkers killing the landed Vikings, and now it's going to take down this base, force these orbitals away, but Cure's on the other side of the map. There's no recall anymore for a while. So we're trading bases for bases here.
Yeah, remember though, here he didn't have any mining here, so only 4 probes go down. Meanwhile, Curie loses 15 SCVs, 3 orbitals as well, and here he still has some mining going on. Curie even getting supply blocks. He can't make anything.
Oh man. See, that's the problem with counting on your orbitals to give you supply. When your orbitals all die, you get supply blocked.
Why can't orbitals burrow? Why can't they like tunnel under just like depots? You know, like they should.
Oh, that's it. That's the buff Terran needs to win a tournament.
Again. As here we go. We have here gonna be rotating over towards left hand side. We now have a planetary, but it's so exposed. This space is gonna be going down. And Cure, he has to come in. He has to force the fight.
Yeah, and these Liberators trying to siege up. They are going to get a couple sieged up. And oh my god, this bio from the backside. Surprising herO. Disruptor's not getting the best connections. Can the Colossi stand tall? The answer is no. Cure is going to push through and take a fantastic fight, cleaning up herO's whole army.
The surround was real. As you mentioned, herO did not see that coming. He lost everything. herO had so much momentum. He had killed so many bases. He was doing so well, but the surround was what Cure needed. And now suddenly Cure is looking to take this. He is far ahead in supply. As I say that, Cure, he does dive in.
Yeah, static defense is pretty good. There's a lot of medevacs to heal here, though, and a few more Vikings pop to take care of that Colossus. They don't have anything else to shoot anymore. Cure is continuing to push in. He's up 40 army supply. herO just doesn't have the reinforcements ready to deal with this, and that is going to be GG.
GG, well played. A roller coaster ride of emotions there. Initially, Cure doing well, then herO back and forth. What a game.
Yeah, I mean, I really thought herO had it. When he killed that base, it really looked like he had that game. I don't know what Cure was going to do. It turns out the answer was kill the entire army and then run across the map with what you have left. Because there was like no economy behind that for Cure.
Yeah.
He had maybe 1.5 mining bases.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't have much behind that. But one really good army fight is all it takes sometimes.
Yeah, the surround was beautiful there from Cure. In a head-to-head fight, I don't think Cure had enough to actually break through, especially because of all those disruptors. But again, herO, he was caught with his pants down, and Cure takes a 1-0 lead. But that was only game 1. And mate, this is the best of 5.
It certainly is. And if game 1 was that close, I feel like this is going to not be a 3-0.
I hope not. I hope not. I want to go the distance. I want to get as much as I can, as much as we can out of this series as we get ready for game 2. Gonna be on hard lead.
Yes, the hardest of lead.
Or hard lead.
Hard, it could be. Hard lead. Perhaps.
Take it away.
All right. Spawning. The lower right-hand corner of hard lead. It is Team Liquid's Cure. Up 1-0 in this match already.
Ah, I didn't know this was a European cast. I didn't. Let's go.
It's turned slightly Irish. I apologize.
I'd forgotten that Ireland is in Texas, right? Is that?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
I don't know if you knew this. The whole world is in Texas.
Yeah.
You're in Texas right now.
I am. Confirmed. And spawning in the top right corner of Hardland, we have the red Protoss player representing Dragon KZ Gaming down in the series. But boy, did he make a game out of game 1. It is herO.
Yeah, what an entertaining game that was. And where's this probe going?
Yeah.
Oh, is he just checking?
Yeah.
He's just looking?
Yeah. It's just scouting. It's all good.
I don't trust him anymore. We've had too many proxies.
It's true.
Cheeky gold nexuses. I'm like, what's herO doing?
Yeah, how dare you scout? What are you doing? Mate, you're meant to be proxying, not checking for a proxy. What's going on? Good. herO. Does he know who he is?
Yeah, this is herO. It should be one base all-ins, followed by one base all-ins.
Exactly. And yeah, that last game was beautiful. Again, there were just so many twists and there were so many like layers and like facets to that game, and it really could have gone either way. And I do hope that we can go the distance here, that we can get it back and forth. But we'll see. We'll see how things differ here on Hardlet. Of course, a much smaller map compared to Oceanborn. I should say, much shorter rush distance.
Yeah, I think this game will feel a bit different. But there was a lot of pressure from herO at the start of that last game.
Yeah.
And Cure kind of turned that around and made it his own pressure afterwards. And we'll see how aggressive these players are feeling in this game. Oh, putting down the pylon.
Okay.
What is that pylon for?
I don't think herO knows. I mean, the pilot, it's going to be scouting the next unit coming out. We should cancel.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what? What was that for, herO?
Look, he just
Just like to keep an eye on that Marine, make sure that Marine was still shooting bullets.
Exactly.
He's trying to make the Marine run out of bullets.
True. I was thinking the same thing. It makes sense, right? Make him run out.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe that should be a mechanic in the game.
Or we have ammo.
Yeah, you have like limited ammunition. You run out unless you go to the supply depot.
Oh, true.
It's a supply depot.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Who made this game? That just makes sense because you resupply it.
Yeah. I love this. This is a great call.
So really, what you're saying is that zero space. That's
Zero space.
They should get in contact with you clearly. Like, you know what you're talking about. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna message Katz after this and tell him he needs to put that in zero space.
Yeah, tell him what to do.
Yeah, I will. I will. He'll definitely listen to me.
Oh god. So we have our Oracle in the main base. Getting a couple of SCV kills here. Not too bad at the same time. Adept's going to be threatening that natural base. Ooh, Cure pulled apart a little bit here. Workers are going to be going down.
Ooh. Yeah, this is nice here. herO finding some damage. Those Marines just resting over there. They're conserving their ammunition instead of fighting these Adepts. but a couple of them might fall as well. 7 probes or SCVs going down in total.
Yeah.
Some good damage for herO.
Very nicely done here, bearing in mind as well that the Adepts are still alive. They can still threaten a Shade. Phoenixes, of course, are amassing back at him. It was a Stargate opener. We glossed over it, but Stargate opener out of herO, going for a 3rd base, and he is amassing those Phoenixes.
Yeah, I love Phoenix openers against Terran. I just enjoy them. I think they're kind of technical. They're a little more interesting than Blink openers usually are.
Ooh. Are you calling Max Packs out right now?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Maybe make some units other than Blink Stalkers against Terran. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, Max Packs. What are you doing? Oh my god. I agree. It is a lot of fun. As you mentioned, like, there's a lot of finesse here. Yeah, to give credit to Max Packs, he hasn't been. I haven't seen him 4-gate Blink in a while. Like, he has been, diversifying his style as well. And
yeah, and I mean, to be fair, when you're up against Clem, you just do the best strategy that works, and then just keep doing that one because it's Clem. There's only like 2 strategies, so
that's true.
But yeah, I enjoy the Phoenix openers. I think they're really strong against harassment-based openers, and Cure did do some. I think it was the first game against Nightmare. He was like really harassment-focused, and that kind of stuff just doesn't play well with Phoenixes, right? You try to Widow Mine drop or like get the Raven for an auto turret. It just doesn't work, right? They're just kind of non-options for Cure, and eliminating options for your opponent can put them in a tough spot. It can make the game a lot easier for you when you know, okay, well, now instead of 20 things, they can only do like 6. And I just got to figure out which one of the 6 they're doing.
Yeah, it's a very safe way to play here, a great way to gain map control and to contain the opponent's 2 bases, which is what herO's looking to do. He's now pulling the trigger with these Phoenixes. He's been backing them up this entire time. He did just scout, and he also saw the 3rd CC, so he knows that, again, Cure isn't going for an all-in, and we'll see what these Phoenixes can get done, if they can pick up a couple of workers or even a couple of units. Oh, as the mine shot doesn't go off.
Good pullback from herO. 6 Phoenixes is, I feel like, kind of a lot. I feel like I usually see like a 4 Phoenix opener these days. So kind of fun seeing herO go up to 6. Sometimes once the Colossi come out, which is not where we're headed in this particular game, but we see the Phoenix count go up again to like 9 or 10 to deal with the Vikings. But that was a Templar Archives out of herO. And I, for some reason, don't think he's going to get Storm. I feel like this is for Archons.
Yeah, I mean, he has charge behind this.
I tried to make a call and it whiffed on this one.
It's fine, but don't worry, it's fine. Don't worry, he won't use it. As we have charge already done, so it's going to be charge lots, not Colossus, alongside these Phoenixes, and we're doing a great job of just slowing down the push. Zealot's getting ready for a big backstab as well in case Cure does commit to a move out. And as you mentioned, we have Storm as a splash damage of choice instead of Disruptors or Colossus.
Yeah, and I mean, I do love Storm. I'm happy to see herO going for some Storm after last game skipping it completely. The Phoenixes finally find a way in here. Gonna pick off some SCVs, a couple of Marines, and then sneak out of there.
Yeah, they're gonna get even more done here. I was sure that at least 1 Phoenix would go down, but that's gonna be 6 SCV kills already, a couple of Marines, and they do manage to escape. At the same time, we still have those Zealots lying in wait to pull the trigger. We're just waiting for Cure to move out.
Yeah, I love that from herO, setting that up. He had that proxy gate too, which didn't really come to fruition, but the Zealots just ready to go, just waiting, biding their time until the opportune moment.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of, the main army has been spotted, and that may be soon the trigger point here for herO, as Cure is committing. We do have the disable, we do have interference matrix research for Cure as well, and this is a pretty hefty army here with stim, combat shields, and +1.
Yeah, this is a big army out of Cure, but I don't think he's going to be ready for Storm, and there it goes, just starts landing immediately. He drops a bunch of auto turrets because he gets caught so completely off guard. Ooh, the bad weather's coming in. The High Templar do get taken down. That Archon doesn't last very long, but I think that's going to be enough to push Cure back for now.
Yeah, pretty good Storms overall. We do have those Zealots coming back in actually to collapse on this army, but they're going to get wasted. Oh my god!
Yeah, that did not work super well, but the Storms are coming back in from that Prism. I think those were the last Storms. There might be one more on this High Templar up to the north side. Is there one?
It looks
Phoenix
like
is lifting. I guess the answer is no, but there is one. herO's just saving it, just in case.
Yeah. It's the ammo thing, you know. You can't waste the
Oh,
storm.
that's right. Yeah, of course.
Good. As we do shut down the army. Right, like
I was
why
gonna
do...
say stupid things.
I'm glad you stopped yourself. That's you
Sometimes it's for the best.
Yeah.
herO deciding he can keep on pushing here. He's floating a lot of money right now, so I wouldn't hate to see him warp in some stuff.
I kind of want to know what you were gonna say.
It wasn't even funny. That's why I stopped.
Okay.
I don't even remember what it is because it was just not gonna be funny.
Fair enough. As the storm's once again gonna be connecting.
Storm. See, it's a good thing he saved that one.
Yeah.
Because he had it there.
Hey.
Ghosts have come out for Cure, though, so now herO's got to pull back and worry a little bit about that. But he's got double Colossus production behind this, so now he holds off that attack from Cure. His fourth base is up and running to the top right side. And I think herO's in a fantastic spot.
Yeah, I mean, he was able to trade more efficiently, shut down the army, able to reset, I believe, the Raven count as well, and... Cure, he is going to be stuck at home for the time being. herO has so much map control. That's what's important here, right? He's got his fourth base fully operational. He can take a fifth base behind this as well. And herO, he's chilling.
Yeah, I mean, it's really Cure that's got to figure out what to do here if he wants to try to, I don't know, play the game out and get up to maxed again. Or if he wants to try to go for some drops. I mean, he's behind pretty substantially. This is 30 supply right now. And we see Cure, who's been really on it with the upgrades. He is super far behind in upgrades this game. His +1 armor is just starting. His second eBay and armory are on the way. Meanwhile, herO's on 2-1. He's got 3-2 in production.
Oh my god, yeah, the upgrades are insane for herO, and it just goes to show how committed Cure was as well with that push. It was on 3 bases, but again, as you mentioned, like he wasn't really thinking further ahead. Meanwhile, the doubled prism drop into the main. One prism goes down, but the other makes it in.
Wow, that's a huge investment for 4 Zealots to get into that base, but I mean, if it works, it works. That is hilarious. The double prism, you don't see that every day.
I mean, hey, we get 4 SCVs, we drag away some of the army, and here we go, herO pushing right through the center as well. Cure has spotted this, he does scan, he does have a couple of mines set up as well, but there are so many storms behind this here. herO has a lot of potential, he can push in.
Yeah, he's gonna have to watch those EMPs. Cure peppering down a lot on the front lines, but those High Templar in the back stay pretty safe, at least for the time being. There's 6 High Templar around. The prisms did just go down though, so there's no prism here to hold those High Templar. Been unfortunate for herO.
So no prism to juggle either to reinforce, so can we really commit here? The EMP did miss for a moment there. High Templar, oh, the mine doesn't connect.
Baits him with the blink. And herO, he's just trying to find value here. Oh, the Widow Mine does finally get the kill. And he is going to push in. He moves in on one side, sending the Nova to the other side, zoning Cure away from his own third base. Oh, the second Disruptor is going to get jumped on, though. The Colossi are going to be the only splash damage left as these EMPs are landing. And I don't think there's any storms left. I lied. There was another storm left. And herO gets through, kills 10 SCVs, a bunch of the army, and gets out of there.
Yeah, he does get out of there, but he wants some more here as he does rotate back around, but he should respect this army without storms, without any additional splash damage, and herO has to take a moment to breathe here. Behind this, the 5th base is getting up and running. We work on shield weapons. Disruptors are on the way. As you mentioned, that was a little bit haphazard of an attack. herO did lose 3 disruptors in the midst of all of it without getting a single Nova off, but now we're recovering, and herO is remaxed.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is all still very good for herO. He's keeping Cure back. Cure does have his 4th base set up, but herO's up 20 workers, and he's going to push right back in. Now, he didn't wait for any of that extra splash damage, but I guess 1 extra Disruptor is good enough, and maybe he doesn't need it at all. He's got that huge upgrade lead. The Vikings land, and they get blown up. It turns out Disruptors can hit air units. And herO is going to tie this series up 1-1.
GG, well played. herO fighting back hard here in game number 2, popping off with that storm style, with the Phoenixes, of course, as well. And yeah, looking damn good here. Happy to see that it's not going to be a 3-0. It is going to be a back and forth.
Yeah, and I mean, that's kind of what you expect looking at this in the finals. But yeah, always happy to see it. Always happy to see a little bit of a back and forth match. A hard fought one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it always is between these two, and we can maybe go the distance here. Game number 3 has been chosen. Game 3 going to be on Golden Aura here for our third map.
Yeah, okay. All right. A little Golden Aura action.
Now, if
I feel like this map is so big, but sometimes it feels small. Because like a huge portion of the map just never gets really touched by anything.
It's very true. It's very true. You know, we don't talk about top right. But do we talk about bottom left? That's the question. If herO was watching the last series, he might have some ideas.
I mean, it didn't really work out, so
I didn't say that would be good ideas.
Maybe not. But we shall see. As his opponent just won a nice little game on this map earlier on in the last series. See if he can do it again. In the lower right-hand corner of Golden Aura, it is Team Liquid's Cure.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Protoss player, the blue Protoss representing CranKy Z Gaming. It is herO. What were even?
Well, nope. No proxies so far.
Was it
no
related
probes
to like
getting sent out on the map?
To like the ammunition? Was it?
Oh, I was gonna say I was like trying to figure out something to say about pylons.
Pylons?
Having ammunition stored in them.
Oh.
Because the High Templar, we were talking about them needing storm ammunition.
Yeah. Oh.
And I was gonna say like, but they can't go back to pylons because that's not a supply depot. And then I was like, that's none of that makes any sense. Like even within the world of our joke, does that just like doesn't work.
I understand the logic. I understand.
It is 4:30 in the morning. Okay. I'm doing my best here.
I understand I can see the path that you took to arrive there. I can see it. You know, I'm not gonna walk down it, but I see you. I see you, Chicken Man. I see you.
Yeah, the brain's just not working fast enough to like realize that isn't funny and then say something else. So I just stopped talking.
Oh god, it's fine. It's fine, Poppy. It's good.
It's good. We're all good. You know what though? I realized it's actually the shield batteries that give ammunition back to the Protoss.
Okay.
So that's how that mecanic works for Protoss. You need to build the shield batteries.
There you go.
Because the pylons are busy powering the buildings. They can't also give ammunition.
Right.
Obviously.
That would be stupid.
That would be so dumb.
That doesn't make any sense at all. Cats would come up with
shield
that
batteries.
idea.
Oh my god, yeah. For sure.
Oh god.
Classic Paolo idea, for sure.
Hi. I was gonna say, would that work with Zerg? Where because Zerg obviously they don't have weapons, but like they like if you watch Carbo, like they spit and vomit and all that stuff. Do like overlords like juice them up? Is that how that works?
They need to eat. So this idea was actually in the beta for StarCraft 2. But it's only now applicable to the Vipers. So basically, they need to consume parts of buildings,
right,
in order to be able to spit things out.
Yeah. That just makes sense.
They keep all their like spikes in their cheek pouches that they bite off of the buildings.
In their cheeks.
Yeah, like they're like little chipmunks, you know?
Yeah. Like squirrels.
Yeah, exactly. Makes sense.
We have a game of StarCraft.
Yeah, well, there's like stuff happening in this game too. herO's gonna go for a nice big 4-gate blink.
Yeah. Here we go. I mean, to be fair, there was nothing going on in the early game, right? It was like they were just getting into their builds, into their openers. herO, as you mentioned, is going 4-gate blink. Cure, looking at his vision, he did see some of the gateways, so he can piece together some aggression here. And back at home, he's going to be preparing here. We have 3-1-1 set up here, and bunkers are on the way. Yeah, he's aware of the potential of blink stalkers.
Yeah, I think he's got a good idea of what's coming. He's going to get some amount of confirmation with this Widow Mine drop as well to see what's going on. Ooh, but the mine drop's getting scouted.
Yeah, observers in position, stalkers likewise as well to shut down this medevac already. It's going to be forced back, but at the same time, we do have a Widow Mine waddling into the natural.
Oh, look at him go.
Up,
Look at him go.
up,
He's walking in there.
up,
herO's not watching.
up.
The last second probe pull. herO. Too good. And he gets the kill, gets the confirmed kill. And now the drop in the main. It's not happening. It's not happening. herO with the perfect defense so far.
Yeah, good reactions she had of herO. For a moment there, I was concerned as well at the natural base, but here he defends beautifully. He shuts this down. At least Cure is now aware of what's going on, though. He's aware of how aggressive and committed this is going to be. As I say that, that's going to be 2 gateways at the natural, 1 gateway here in the main. It was 3 gate blink. I could have sworn I also saw a 4th gateway, by the way.
There was definitely a 4th gate. He must have canceled it.
Okay.
But he did take a 3rd base, so that's just up and running now. herO decided just not to commit to the 4 gate, canceled one, built a Nexus instead, and that's absolutely the right call here because now Cure, I mean, he doesn't have a 3rd CC. He's pretty committed on this 2 base right now. He built a bunker in the main base even.
Yeah. Like, honestly, this is really cool out of herO. Like, as you mentioned, the mind games are real. herO, he gets away with a 3rd. It's fully operational. Cure has no idea that the 3rd base is up and running because, again, he also saw how aggressive his opponent was being. And herO, he's running away with this. But at the same time, Cure does have a pretty formidable army. So can herO survive? Can he actually get away with that 3rd?
Yeah, I mean, I think herO needs to buy a little bit of time. He's got 5 gates and charge on the way. I don't think that +1 will necessarily come into play, although it's about the same timing as Cure's +1. If herO can get like 1 or 2 warp ins of charge lots, I think he's chilling.
Yeah, that's all he does need as Cure is pushing out. We do see herO getting ready for his own counterattack as well, getting ready with his charge slots. He also has eyes on the main army. We have a shield battery, we have force field on top of the ramp. Yeah, we should be fine here for herO.
Yeah, I really like herO's position right now. Is that a warp prism going into the main base as well? Oh, look at that bad boy go. He's just going to keep Cure back. He's going to keep him staying at home as long as possible. Cure does have a 3rd base on the way now, but it feels pretty far away considering herO's has been done for so long.
Yeah, it is a delayed 3rd base here from Cure. We'll see if he can stabilize here and get it up and running. Meanwhile, herO has full map control. He's actually moving out with the rest of his army as well, with Chargos and with Immortals. He has to be careful not to come in a little bit too prematurely, though. Doesn't want to throw these ults away.
Yeah, I mean, this is still a strong army from Cure. herO definitely has to be a little bit careful. I think he's just trying to pull Cure out of position and see if he can find a way in, find a way to sneak some damage here. With those force fields, he could get something done here. This base is not done yet. Oh, Cure needs to get on top of this.
He does. Can we force a cancel on the Nexus? We do dive on top of the army. You do get a really good concave, but there's the cancel.
Yeah, there's the cancel, and herO losing a lot of stuff here, but the warp prism comes in from the back. It does not get the warp in off. Does herO have enough to push this into the natural? Anyways, it looks like he does. He's just going to keep on going. I feel like he's overextending, but herO, he's doing it anyways. He is overextending, though. Yeah. That was an overextension. He is now down to 26 army supply. He should have a warp in available, though, since that one was canceled at the warp prism. But he's got to get some stuff up right now because Cure, he was just forced to cancel his 3rd base. He is in a dire position, but he has a lot of army.
He does. And as you mentioned, herO, he comes back and he wants to deny that 3rd base for a second. The boys are being pulled. We're completely late, but no, they pull back.
They were trying to be pulled, and then a bunch of Stalkers showed up. Stalkers blink forward onto the ramp, but this is actually kind of a lot of bio with a couple of medevacs here. And Cure at the same time, he's running into the other side of the map, just fighting this straight up. Super shield battery turns on, but I don't think that's going to be enough here. Gets targeted down. herO is losing these zealots back at home. Colossus, can it get out of there?
The boys are being pulled. The Colossus is going to come out in a couple of seconds. Looks like we barely do have enough to defend the mine shot.
Oh, beautiful mine connection. I mean, if nothing else, Cure's doing a lot of damage to the economy of herO, but herO's got a 4th base about to finish. I think Cure needs to do more than that, and it looks like he's not going to be able to with this Colossus out and these units so wounded here for Cure.
Yeah, exactly. Cure, he gets forced back again. Cure is all in completely here behind this. He does have a third CC now finishing up, and he didn't end up pulling the boys just because they were denied. And herO did lose a lot of probes, actually. 21 workers did go down. herO, his work count is low, but he's with 4 next side, mate. We can rebuild those workers without too much issue.
Yeah, and also herO's got 1-1 finished up now. He invested in that +1 armor, and now is going to be able to pay off. Cure, he didn't go for that +1 armor. He spent all his money on units, so he's going to just be behind in that upgrade for a while. And with the Colossi coming out, Cure's forced to build Vikings, but those medevacs are looking a little shoddy right now.
Yeah, like here, he's just not in a good position here. I mean, again, he did not intend for this game to go on any longer, and herO, he is going to be able to stabilize that much faster. Oh my god, he's even getting in position. Can he shut down the drop? Oh!
Yeah, it's going to go hide in the corner for now. Ooh, another drop, though. There is a cannon here, but 10 probes getting killed. I mean, this is the kind of stuff Cure needs to do. He does have a third base. If he can keep herO's economy down in the dumps like this for a little bit longer, Cure might be able to make that army supply really work for him. He is ahead in army supply.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Cure is still in this game, and, you know, this Widowmine drop, I mean, there's still one Widowmine in the medevac. There's still the drop towards the right-hand side as well. There's still potential to deal even more damage and to cripple the economy of herO. Likewise, this Colossus looking a little bit exposed.
Yeah, they do have some sentries with them, though, and I feel like that's a scary thing for the bio to try to engage into. Some Zealots and Stalkers not too far away. They were bait Colossi. The rest of the army was right there, ready to go. And now herO's actually going to try to push in. This is a bit of a scary thing for herO, but again, those force fields make this so difficult for Cure to engage against. And that base is getting quite low. Cure has to engage. Vikings are coming out, though. One of the Colossi goes down. The other one to the top side, reinforcing, trying to help out a little bit. The force fields drop. Is this enough for herO to push through? Cure's going to win this fight again.
Yeah, the force fields were looking good here for herO, but just barely not enough. It looks like the drops are being cleaned up as well. But even though herO gets forced back, he did kill 18 SCVs. He has, in a way, dealt with the economy of Cure, but Cure still has his army. He's going for a big counterattack.
Yeah, I mean, this is what he has to do. It's the same position he was in earlier, right? Lost a lot of economy. The third base is still alive. Is the third base still alive?
Yeah.
that was burning down. Okay, he is healing it. That was getting dangerously low. But he's got the bigger army. He's going to move across the map. The shield battery going to get targeted down. Widow mines. Oh, man, that shield battery is still alive. That is doing so much work right now. Finally, it goes down, but that might have been enough for herO to hold on once again.
Wow.
With the superior economy, just barely holding on.
He does barely hold on here, forcing this back. Bearing in mind, he doesn't have any sentries anymore. No more force fields with this army, so herO has to be careful. Meanwhile, that Widowmine waddling back in, getting another shot off in the main. Oh.
Good split from herO. 41 probes have died this game, as have 34 SCVs, so lots of economic damage going down. Neither player in a good economic position. But now it's Cure's turn to hold on. Again, we're just doing this back and forth and back and forth. No economies, super scrappy. We're just going to attack because that's really all we can do.
Yeah, and this could still go either way, to be honest. Like, a good EMP could really pop off. We have 2 Colossi, that's true, but the Vikings are going to be able to get some pot shots in, getting quite a bit of hull damage done to that first Colossus.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to get picked up in the prison, dodges a couple of those Viking shots, stays alive a bit longer. The boys are getting pulled again here for Cure. He's feeling desperate. He's trying to hold on. Oh, Ghosts, I hear Ghosts dying, but 2 of the Colossi go down. The third one's starting to take some big damage. Is there enough bio left on the ground to clean up the Stalkers and the reinforcing Zealots that are coming in here?
The Zealots, they come in just in time. They take down the Ghost. The army is overstimmed, and it looks like herO, he has barely done it. He lost every single Colossus, but he still has an army, and his opponent does not.
Yeah, herO able to close that one out. That was the third attack where it felt like maybe he was overextending. And he was just like, up bases, you kind of don't need to attack, herO. And he's like, no, it's okay. I'm going to just completely all in with this attack right now. Gave Cure a chance to fight back into it, but eventually, herO does close it out.
It's one of those things where it happens quite often with herO. It's like, herO, mate, you don't have to fight right now. He's like, no. Do you know who I am?
It's actually the most herO thing he could possibly do.
It's very true.
It's
very
like,
true.
you know what? It might be better for you to like pull back, take a base, just like macro up. And he's like, attack? No, macro. He's like, I got it. I'm going to all in again.
All roads lead to attack, lead to all in, lead to aggression for
Yes.
herO. That's just how that's just how his mind works. That's how the brain does work here for herO. And it works sometimes.
I mean, it works more often than it does for any other Protoss who
True.
tries that. I think the rest of them are trapped in like high platinum NA. Well, like, herO's out here like winning GSLs with it, so.
There you go. It does work. And with that, we're getting to our next game, potentially the final game of the series here, as spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Hecate, we have our South Korean Terran player. He's up against the wall. He needs to win this game to force the ace match. Representing Team Liquid, it is Kyor.
And his opponent in the upper right-hand corner on match point right now. Just needs to win this one to close it out. It is Dragon Kites's a herO.
So what time is it in Texas right now, where you are?
In my area of Texas, known as Seattle, Washington,
Okay.
it is 4:50 in the morning.
Oh my god. Did you sleep well today?
It
Did you get
is-
some good rest?
I haven't slept yet.
Oh my god.
This tournament started at 1 a.m. my time. There was no sleep.
There was no nap beforehand. There was no.
I usually do nap between work and casting EPT Asia, but I had to work until 7 p.m. So then, like, by the time I finished eating dinner, it was like 8:30 already, and then it's just not enough time for a nap. I got caught up talking to the boys, you know, and it just happens. All of a sudden, it's 11. I'm like, I guess I'll take a shower and cast EPT Asia. Let's go.
I can read between the lines. Clearly, you know, after work, you went out once again, you know, with the DreamHack boys. You went out partying, and you know, like, what can you do? You know, when they want to go out, you got to answer the
You got to
call.
go out. Are you gonna look Raynor in the face and say no? When Raynor at 4 o'clock in the morning wants to find a new club to go to, are you gonna tell him no?
No one can stop that man from finding another club, okay? Greater men than I have tried.
Even the laws in Atlanta were struggling to keep up with some of the gamers, you know?
Oh my god. Yeah, I hope you had a good one. I hope you had a good one, Chicken Man. And what a great way to top the night off with some StarCraft with a TVP.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna sleep right through all of Europe, and hopefully wake up before NA starts.
There you go. So you're not working tomorrow? You can cover NA.
I can cover NA. Yeah,
I'm
excited.
You can't.
I know it's been so long since I haven't been working and also have been available to actually cast NA. It's crazy.
As we are settling into this, and as we do, we have some pretty interesting openers here. We do have a herO opting to go for his tech. It is going to be a Stargate opener out of herO, but before we can even talk about that, Adepts have arrived, and we are going to be forcing zero mining here at the Natural. herO does take control of the base.
Yeah, Kyor's waiting for that Cyclone to come out. Of course, Big Daddy Cyclone's going to push these Adepts away. But I think herO wants to try to combine these Adepts with the Oracle if he can. Third Adept does come across as this one shades into the main base. Oh, the SCV's trying to get that surround. Not quite able to get it.
Yeah, we got a full scout as well. Big scout. This is going to be a 3 racks, 1 factory setup here. A delayed starport from Kyor, which means no Widow Mine drop, no drops in general in the early game. We're building up quite early on here with a bio army.
Yeah, I like this for Kyor. Being a bit aggressive, not just macro in the opening. He wants to put some pressure on his opponent, and herO's got this harassment-based opener, which can be a little bit weak against this kind of aggression from Cure.
Definitely, just because we have so many Cyclones and Marines already, but we'll see if we can make some magic happen. We have 3 Adepts on the ground, we have 3 Oracles, or 2 Oracles out, a 3rd Oracle on the way. You don't see Protoss players commit this hard to Oracles too often in TVP.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I mean, I do feel like this is a response to what he saw in Cure's base, right? Feeling like the Oracles are going to be the way, they're going to be the answer. Maybe a cheeky stasis trap could be huge if Cure's trying to walk across the map and half of his army gets caught.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, if Cure's opening up aggressively, if he does decide to push out with the stim timing, then we have so much to punish Cure if he does move out. So he's kind of stuck at home here, and herO is taking a third behind this. Oh, he's going in!
Yeah, oh my god, he just goes right in for it. He's like, Cyclones, who cares about those guys? But the Marines are helping out quite a bit. 2 of the Oracles go down. The Adepts are going to fall here, and that turret's going to push away the other one. So it's kind of trading units for units, but I feel like in this situation, that's going to be better for Cure, who's making more units.
Yeah, that was 2 Oracles going down for 2 Cyclones. Not a worthwhile trade here for herO whatsoever, because that means that, as you mentioned before, talking about the potential stasis traps, for example, they aren't available. They are not available here, and the opener from herO hasn't really worked out for him.
Yeah, now he's just going to watch these Marines walk across the map. A few Stalkers will poke out and try to do some damage to them before any fighting happens. But they can't even one-shot. It's only 3 Stalkers. Oh, it's Stim. Going to catch a Stalker. Good split off there. herO trying to keep these 2 alive, at least for a little bit longer. The shield battery gets up, overcharged immediately, and herO will defend.
That was so clutch with with that shield battery finishing up just in time.
Really was.
The Marines, they're being forced back. We have a couple of Marauders with the main army as well. Cure behind this, getting into a 3rd CC on location. So Cure is looking to recover economically after being stuck on 2 bases for so long. And just now getting into his first wave of Matavacs. Now he can be a little bit more active on the map.
Yeah, I feel like herO's game plan here in this series is defend with the absolute bare minimum and just have a better economy, and then just like keep doing that.
And I mean, he's
every time Kira's walked across the map, it's been like herO just barely holds on.
He has, and so far, I mean, he has a better economy, right? He's got his 3rd base fully up and running. He can maybe even work towards a 4th once he gets eyes on the 3rd of his opponent. But can he actually make this work? He does have Blink. He's going into the main.
Oh, this is nice. He's going to try to keep Cure back. Cure just sent a lot of his army out. I think he's going to keep that medevac going out there, though. This is quite a bit of bio. It's going to force the Stalkers away for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Cure, he doesn't turn back with that medevac. At the same time, here is still sharking around, still looking for any kind of pickups. He does get a Marauder.
Yeah, every little thing he can get here is going to be good. He needs to keep eyes on that drop, though. I don't think herO quite knows about it. And that's going to go right into the main base. Charge is not done yet. I don't know what the warp in situation looks like.
Yeah, exactly. Do we have a warp in? Do we have a recall? As the Marines, they do stim into the mineral line. There we go. The recall into the main base. 5 probes already go down in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, that's a nice move there from Cure. He forces the recall. Probably caught a couple of Stalkers on that recall as well. And now, herO's very far out of position to deal with this on his 4th base. That 4th base super exposed is going to be forced to be canceled. Cure finding some real damage here on herO.
Exactly. Cure, now he's in his element. He's in his game. He may even come across these Zealots as well, as it looks like he barely does not catch wind of them. But herO, he's stuck on those 3 bases, just now taking another 4th base on the right-hand side. Cure doesn't quite have enough to punish it yet, but I'm sure he's just going to be regrouping, remaxing, and getting out with some more drops.
Yeah, these Zealots are going to try to come in at the worst possible time, too, for herO. So he's trying to find a way into Cure's base, but it feels like Cure has done a great job every time herO goes in. He either loses too much or doesn't get enough damage done.
Exactly, and with that, Cure now is vying for map control. Behind this, Colossus production has begun. No Colossi yet, so the first one is about to pop out, and that's a lot of Marauders here for Cure. Remember, early on, he was building up his bio army, catches the final Oracle, does shut it down.
Oh. Yeah, finally finishes that Oracle off. 17 Marauders. That's a hefty, a lot of hefty boys there, and this 4th base I don't think is going to be able to stand up to this. herO's forced to cancel it again, and now he's supply blocked as Cure picks up in those medevacs to go into the main base. Stalker's sleeping on the job. They had one job, and they're just sitting there in the corner.
Yeah, the Stalkers.
Oh, this is looking so good for Cure.
Yeah, they get shut down overcharge as well. We have herO just rushing back into his main base. At the same time, there was another counter-attack across the map, but it looks like it gets cleaned up. 3 SCVs go down. Would you force back the medevacs? Big pickups here.
Oh, man. Okay, 2 of those full medevacs go down. But Cure is also in the third base, killing a lot of probes. 14, 15 going down. And that +2 is going to get taken out at the Forge. These units are not getting out of here, so they're just going to try to trade as well as they can, killing a few more probes before going. Cure is taking a supply lead. He is up 27 workers. But herO has the army. It's kind of a reverse situation from last game, where now herO is down in economy and kind of has to walk across the map and try to get something done.
He's pretty committed. He's pretty all in with this. I mean, herO, he's down 30 SCVs. He's down 30 probes compared to the worker count of Cure. We have to push in big EMP.
What are these medevacs doing, Cure? Oh, they're going to get in somehow, some way.
Does barely make it back home here again because of that EMP that does slow herO down, but reinforcements have arrived. We're going to be pushing. We have 1 Immortal with this. We have a little bit of energy here for some force fields as the Wintermine Shoulder gets baited out.
Yeah, herO makes his way up to the top of the ramp. Like you said, there's a few force fields. I don't know where the rest of that army is going. The Stalker's just trying to poke and prod for now. Zealot reinforcements show up. herO, it's kind of now or never. He can't hold on for too long and wait and wait. He needs to find a good engagement, but those EMPs keep landing on the army. The base gets lifted. SCVs get pulled to try to buffer Cure. He knows if he can kill this, he'll be okay in this game. He's just got to push through. 26 SCVs go down, but herO's losing his entire army.
Yeah, the Zealot reinforcements too little too late. The Colossus goes down. The Stalkers as well. The entire army gets evaporated. GG gets called, and Cure will take game number 4. We have an ace match.
Hell yeah, we do. I didn't want to go to sleep anytime soon. Not when there was more StarCraft.
Exactly. Can we somehow extend this series and force Chicken Man to stay up even longer? Can it happen?
Now we have a draw in game 5. And then we get a 30-minute game. It's a 30-minute game into a draw, into another 30-minute game.
Oh, yeah. That's what we want.
And then at that point, honestly, I might as well just cast EU. So.
At that point, you just have to stay up at that point. I mean, what else can you do?
We're just going. Going all the way.
All the way. But here we go. It all will end here. The map is going to be Solaris.
Yeah, ending on Solaris.
And yeah, that last game was more of what you were talking about when it came to a Cure versus a Nightmare, right? Where Cure, he with a more aggressive opener, he was so active on the map, just pulling herO apart left and right, drops in the main, or pushes towards the 4th base as well, and herO was having a really hard time keeping up with Cure.
Yeah, and I feel like that's Cure's strength, right? That's where he excels in this matchup, but just in general, keeping all that focus all over the map, making things kind of crazy, kind of difficult for the Protoss. And we'll see if he can do it again here. So we're getting into Solaris for game number 5. The rubber match, the ace match, the final match of this EPT Cup. It is Team Liquid's Cure.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the blue Protoss representing KranKy Gaming. It is herO. Going for a proxy in the natural.
Oh, beautiful. Maybe herO's tired too. He's like, you know what? Let's close this out.
No fear whatsoever. You know, even if herO wasn't tired, he would do this in the ace match, as we have the gateways being proxied here in the natural of Cure.
I mean, it didn't really work in game 1 on Oceanborn, but he's like, it didn't work because my proxy wasn't close enough. Obviously. So let's remedy that by making my proxy close enough.
Exactly, and this can work, especially if Cure does go for an economic opener, which it looks like he is. I love that we see the probe trying to force the SV over towards the left-hand side instead. So far, Cure does not have eyes on this, and the CC will soon be thrown down for Cure.
Oh man. How does herO do this? How has he made it? That's crazy.
Yeah.
He's made it so that Cure does not scout that with that probe just running around in circles nonstop.
There we go. And with this, we have one Zealot here from across the map. We should be seeing a Zealot, sorry, Stalker here on the right-hand side. And we should be able to punish this. We should be able to force cancels. The Reaper does miss the proxy.
Yeah, he doesn't see it. Look, he cancels immediately. He's like, I don't know where it is. I don't know what you're doing. I don't like this.
Yeah. Does cancel. We have a bunker on the high ground factory as well. I mean, Cure, he did see the Zealots at least. He's aware that aggression is coming, and herO pushes up the ramp.
Yeah, Cure's like, this aggression will not stand, man. And he's going to play defensively. The nice thing for Cure is canceling immediately is a really good play here. He doesn't want to have to cancel late. But herO's already pushing up this ramp with the Stalker, with the Zealot, trying to break through, trying to get some kills, but the bunker will finish. A couple Marines and that Reaper in there.
Bunker does finish. We have herO expanding back at home. Cure throwing down his CC on the high ground, and from here, the game should have settled down. I love that we do gain high ground vision with those shades, so we're going to be able to get a bit of extra damage done here, but yeah, herO is going to try and contain Cure for as long as he can.
Yep, just trying to do some damage to him, see if he can't kill another SCV, or at least force this repair. Reaper on the other side of the map, going to go check out what's going on over there. He's going to see the Nexus, sees the Twilight Council. Kind of the expected things, though. I feel like Cure's not going to be too surprised. Maybe just happy that the all-in is not continuing.
Yeah, he does confirm the transition and also confirms that, unlike the previous game, it's not going to be a Stargate. So he's aware of the Blink Stalkers, and he is preparing back at home. And yeah, so far, herO doing a great job of just testing the waters here. Reaper dips back in, and it's going to be on Cure to figure out whether it's going to be a committed Blink Stalker opener or something more economic.
Yeah, and he's really trying to keep an eye on herO. Yeah, the Reaper getting a cheeky probe kill. Can he get a second one? Oh, yes, he can. Nice.
Yeah, pretty good damage here from Cure, getting 2 workers. Meanwhile, herO, he does reinforce across the map. Warp Gate is finishing. Blink is on the way. And yeah, how hard do we want to commit here, as Cure still has that bunker up and running. Still, though, stuck on one base.
Yeah, I mean, he can't get down there right now. He's got the orbital building. The one Cyclone is out, but this is still a scary army out of herO down here.
Yeah, it is quite imposing, and we do see Cure getting into his 3-1-1 setup. This time he did prioritize his starport, which, quickly checking, herO did not see the starport, by the way, so he is unaware that we have a drop moving out across the map.
Yeah, this is working out great for Cure. herO doesn't realize what is coming, and now a huge part of his army is on this side of the map. He doesn't really have much back at home to deal with this. He might be forced to recall.
Yeah, exactly. We do have a shield battery on the way, but it's halfway done. There are 2 Stalkers and 1 Adept. Cyclones, they can do quite well against this. We dive on top of that Stalker. We do borrow that mine.
Ooh, and he's going to target it on a clump of probes, getting 4 of them, picking up a couple of more. He's trying to leave with this in the medevac, but the target fire from the Stalkers, ooh, just gets out of there.
The army turns back around. We shut down the Cyclone. The drop doesn't really have much going on with it. There's 1 Widowmine and 1 Marine, and now herO is going to be able to reinforce and push across the map. As Cure tries to expand, herO, he wants to try to punish this again.
Yeah, as soon as Cure's taking the low ground, herO's going to try to go in on this. There is a tank, but the bunker is not done quite yet. herO does have to be careful with that siege tank.
He really does.
Does he have Blink? Blink is done.
Blink is done.
Yep,
We dive on top of the tank.
It certainly is. And he's going to grab that tank. He's going to try to get on out of there. A lot of Stalkers going down, though.
Yeah, it was a costly trade, and now a second tank has arrived, and Cure, he should be able to hold on at this point. Big tank volley goes off as well, and herO, he has to back off. Oh.
Yeah, he's going to try to maybe pick off some SCVs with this. A couple of Stalkers in the back lines, but I don't think he can break this anymore. Not with the new tank, with the bunker. His gateway is getting kind of low. So herO just going to do some harassment. I wouldn't be too surprised to see him take a 3rd soon, but he drops that Robo Bay first.
He does drop the bay. At the same time, herO, he dives into the main base. SCVs are going to be going down 7 workers already here. herO just avoiding that initial tank, getting so much done.
11 SCVs going down. Cure down under 30 workers. That is extremely painful. He's going to try to get some comparable damage with the 1 Marine, 1 Widowmine drop. I love that he doesn't drop the Marine there in hopes that herO wouldn't notice because there was going to be no alert.
Yeah. Did try to squeal or try to sneak out there, but alas, it does get shut down. Only 1 probe does fall. herO still being very active. The proxy is finally being shut down. We do have Marines in position. It looks like finally Cure should be able to deal with this. Oh my god, the juggling from herO.
Oh my god, dude. Come on. Come on. What is that? Like blinking away, then picking up in the prism. He could have just picked everything up and left, but no. He was like, I got to pick off 1 or 2 more Marines. I'm going to do like 12 more damage to these guys before I leave.
There we go. herO just trying to style a little bit here, flexing his micro, flexing his control behind this. By the way, we're still on 2 bases, which is interesting. herO, after containing, after giving Cure a really hard time expanding, herO delays his third. He delays his third. He's very much so tech heavy and building up that gateway count.
Yeah, I really expected that third to go down much earlier, but herO, you know, he's not like other Protosses. He is built different, and other Protosses might just expand. And herO's like, what about instead attack? So he's always thinking about how to best attack next. And you're right. Yeah, he got into the Colossi. He's got Thermal Lance on the way. Just getting that tech going before he takes that third. And yeah, it's a very late third.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, the third base from Cure is technically ahead of that of herO, which is kind of crazy. Like, that should not be happening in a TVP. So, economically, herO is not in a good position. He's got a large army, but it looks like maybe herO was expecting maybe even a 2-base all-in. But, again, Cure, he was on 2 bases for a while, but now he's building up his third.
Yeah, I mean, Cure's third is it's going to finish when herO's is halfway done. Obviously, Cure won't be able to take it immediately, I think. But I like this game for Cure now, and I feel like that's all on herO. I think herO had a chance.
Yeah, and I mean, herO does have those Colossi. He can take a fight. I'm sure, like, whenever Cure does decide to take his third and establish it, that's when herO can maybe push in. herO pushing to the natural, though, I don't think that's the wisest of choices. We have tanks, we have Widowmines, we have good Sim City, a choke point. Like, this is going to be brutal.
Yeah, and again, I feel like herO just doesn't necessarily need to do this.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't need to do this to himself.
Yeah.
And he can poke and prod a little bit here, but I feel like he's just going to take more damage than he can deal. I don't know. He's going to pop the Guardian Shield. He's going for it.
The Prism goes down immediately.
He's not even charged on the charge loss. The Prism's dead. What is happening, herO?
Yeah. The Prism goes down, the regular Zealots as well. At the same time, we have Autotar Horatio at the third base, and herO, this was not worthwhile. He does chip away at the army a little bit here, but not the best trade at all for herO.
It was an awful trade. The army supply was so close before that fight. Now it's 25 in favor of Cure.
Yeah, we spoke about it before. You know, everything within herO is just screaming at him to attack, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And yeah, herO needs to calm things down, and now Cure's in a decent position here. He has a better economy.
Yeah, I mean, Cure's doing great. I don't think Cure realizes how good of a position he's in. I don't think he knows how late that third was for herO. And I'm sure he knows how bad that trade was for herO, but he's playing very passively, just doing a little harassment with that Raven. And herO's just doing all the rest of it to himself.
And to be fair, we've kind of seen a scenario like this where Cure's in a good position, but if he stays back too long, then herO can recover. It is possible, as a Mind Drop is going to be coming in good reaction out of herO. He does minimize his losses.
Yeah, herO once again not letting that Mind Drop do too much, but hold the phone. Gets the big boy shot, 7 kills on that one mine. And there's still another mine. He was trying to do another one.
Oh my god.
And Cure just furthering his lead. And this is kind of what he needs to do here, right? Just holding on to that lead that he has. In this case, you know, he's doing the old Artosis went ahead, get more ahead by putting your opponent behind.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, here he's taking his fourth as quickly as possible, which is necessary. He's going to be going for a Disruptor drop. Bold move out of herO, but there's potential. There's potential with this Disruptor drop. If we can get some juicy connections, then herO can stabilize.
Yeah, I love to see this. herO busting out some cheeky builds. There go the Novas. Woo-hoo-hoo. 11 kills. And that's the kind of thing herO needs right now because he is down economically. But his 4th base is finished up. He's got more disruptors on the way, a 2nd robo being built, but Cure's coming straight across the map.
Yeah, how good are the Nova's going to be, though, as we do have one to just zone back the army. We have 2 more disruptors in the backline. They're just currently retreating, coming back home. And can herO take a fight? I feel like a lot of this is going to come down to those Novas.
Yeah, he's got a shield battery. Turns on the overcharge immediately. There's 3 Colossi here, and Cure is very clumped. Nova's from the backside getting some okay connections, and that is going to be enough to force Cure out of there. And once again, herO does some economic damage to Cure and then just holds Cure when he moves across the map. It's like the 8th time in this series.
And suddenly, herO, he's back in this. He was in a terrible position earlier, but suddenly, economically, he's ahead, and now he's going to be pushing up this ramp as well. Cure, he just took a really rough fight. He's still recovering.
Yeah, Cure is not fully ready for this back at home. He doesn't have those tanks anymore to help zone out. The Colossi are here. Nova's coming out, getting some big connections. And can herO push through this? I don't know. The SCVs are coming off the line. A lot of workers going down. I think Cure might be able to hold here with his reinforcements.
Yeah, Cure.
And he's going to kill all of herO's army. Disruptors trying to keep each other safe on the retreat right now.
herO, he does pull back. He does save 3 disruptors. Bearing in mind, he did kill 17 SCVs. Cure, his economy is struggling right now. Nova goes off. Does get a ghost.
Yeah, any little connection he can get, it's just trying to buy time and zone out so he can get more warpins out, maybe get some more of those robo units. herO's got the much better economy. If he can utilize it and get those units out, he'll be okay. But Cure, he's pushing on the 4th, and herO is nowhere to be found. He was not ready for this rotation.
Yeah, big EMP here on the Nexus as well. The boys are being pulled, but 8 probes do go down. herO out of position, as you mentioned, and this Nexus, it may fall. Oh.
Ooh, it's getting very low, but herO is going to make him really pay for it by killing this whole army. The Vikings land. Oh, he lifts them up. He saved them. Oh, Cure
lifting, saving the Vikings in the end, but the Novas, they were good enough. They did take down all the ghosts earlier. Another Nova does go off, does connect with only a single Marine, and the base will
but
fall.
Some reinforcements are coming in for Cure. I think that's going to be enough. I think Cure is pushing through this. He's going to take down the Warp Prism.
Wow.
The slow warp and Zealots are not going to be able to clear this. And Cure taking herO to the 5th game and taking him down in the finals. GG.
GG, well played. Cure will fight back. It went the distance, went to the ace match, and Cure will be this week's ESL Open Cup 209 Asia champion.
A Terran winning a tournament in 2024. It's crazy.
Crazy.
You know, anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Yeah, there you go. It's just like 2023.
Yeah, no, it's pretty much, you know, same story, different year. Nothing's changed.
Oh my god, but GG, well played. That was a wild series. It went the distance. It was back and forth. There was some highs, there were also some lows. herO looked amazing at times, and herO had some questionable decisions at other times. It was beautiful. It was a very herO series. It was great.
Yeah, and it wasn't a PvP. We finally got to cast not a PvP together. Isn't that wonderful?
We broke the curse. We broke it.
We did.
Protoss didn't even win.
We did. No. Actually, maybe that's our strength at getting PvP together wasn't enough to overcome Terran, is what happened here.
It's just, you know, it's 2024. You know, it's current year, you know, and we have to get with the times, and there's only so much that our curse can really do, and it's just it's not enough to overcome that. Where's David Kim?
Somebody call him. Somebody get him on the phone.
Oh my god. But now that was a great finals. It was a great finals, and you know, he may not have won, but it was still just a beautiful performance nonetheless, and I'm sure he's not too upset about getting 2nd place here.
You know who really won?
Who?
In that finals? Cure.
Yeah.
Well, you thought I was going to say the fans, huh? You thought I was going to be like, we won because it was so good. No, Cure won. Cure just won like $200.
What
did we get?
Yeah. What do we get? Nothing. Well, we got Chicken Man at 5 a.m. Telling us about how the pylons they fuel High Templar.
No, it's clearly the shield batteries that fuel High Templar.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
And the supply depots refuel Marines. Come on, you got to get with it.
Yeah. Hey.
Okay, I'm gonna go to sleep. Now that it's 5:17 in the morning.
Is the sun rising? Do you see the rising sun?
It's the middle of winter. The sun won't be up until 8 o'clock.
Okay, fair enough. Right, you're on the other side of Texas.
Yeah, the other side of Texas. Yeah, it's real cold over here right now. We're gonna get a cold snap this weekend, and it's gonna snow and ice. It's gonna be real cool.
Here, the sun rises at like 5:30 in the morning, and it's.
Yeah, you guys are in the middle of summer.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I kind of miss those days, but also, it's nice to have an excuse to just fall asleep really whenever I want.
Right. I was gonna say that like the cold is better because like you can be like comfy. You know, you can like wrap up in bed. And
I get home from work at like 5 sometimes, 5 p.m. and it's dark, and I'm like, I just want to take a nap. And I can just do that, and it feels okay. In the summer, you can't do that. I mean, it's like bright out there. You're like, oh, I should go to the beach or something.
do you go to the beach in summer?
No, but I feel like I should.
Okay.
I go for a walk in the park or something. The beaches here are not great.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, thank you so much, Chicken Man, for having me on. It's been a long time since we've casted together. I feel like it's been years. It feels like a lot of. We didn't even get to talk about
last
Christmas.
year.
Yeah.
No, we didn't talk about Christmas at all.
Or New Year's.
That was the thing that happened in between.
Do you celebrate Christmas? Is that a thing?
I do. Yeah, okay. At least to some degree. as much as any good red-blooded American Texan does.
Okay. Fair enough.
I have Christmas lights up. I think that counts.
Oh, do you like put them outside the house? Do you like put them on the roof and stuff?
I live in an apartment, so they're on my bookshelf and the wall.
Oh, okay.
And I have a cat, so I didn't get a tree because he would just destroy it.
Okay. Well, the cat would have liked that, though.
He would have liked that.
Yeah.
I would not have liked having to pick the tree up 8 times.
Fair enough. Did you get like a little Santa hat for your cat? Do you dress it up?
I have not dressed him up yet.
Okay.
Yes. But I should do that. No, you're right. That's a good idea.
Okay.
I like this. I like the way you think.
Do you have a cat cam on stream? Is that a thing? Do you have a?
I do.
Yeah.
He's not currently there though.
Okay.
I don't actually know where he is right now.
See, this is where
he's hiding.
You need the streamer brain. If you got a cat cam, you got to dress up the cat for Christmas, right? Like
you're absolutely right. I really should have done that. He needs a hat. He needs multiple hats actually that I can trade out for the appropriate seasons.
Oh, I thought you were gonna like stack them.
Could do that too. So many options.
But yeah, it was it was fun catching up again, Chicken Man. It was fun.
Yes. Thank you for having me on. Thank you for casting with me, even in my 5 a.m. state. I appreciate it.
Nah, it's good. It's the best Chicken Man. The best Chicken Man. 5 a.m.
It's highest quality.
And we may come together later on for ESL Americas. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I'm down. I should be there. Oh, that's plenty of time. It doesn't start for 11 hours. I have plenty of time to sleep.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, with that, thanks so much for joining me, and I guess I'll head off. If people that are listening to my stream, if they want to find you, Chicken Man, don't plug yourself. Where can they find you? Who are you? Who are you? I didn't even introduce you.
Twitch.tv/chickenmansc.
Oh.
And if people from my channel wanted to find you, where would they go?
I'm Lights, Light VIP, but you can find me at Light_VIP on Twitch. But I'm also a Duckling. Follow us on the CranKy Ducklings. We cast a lot, and I mean we're both going to be live in a couple of hours with ESL Americas. Yeah.
True. After we get some sleep.
There you go.
Very much looking forward to that. All right.
Okay. Go on.
I will catch you later for some North American action.
All right, I'll see you later. Good cast. Good
All right,
cast.
be good.
Take care. With that, we're done. We are done for today. Again, I cast with Chicken Man every now and then, like, you know, like once every couple of weeks, whenever our schedules line up for ESL. Oh, hold on. Where did I go? Where did I go? Hold on. I need to bring us back. Bam! There we go. We're back. But yeah, we cast, you know, whenever we can, you know, every now and then for ESL Asia or ESL Americas. So yeah, great guy. You know, he casts over on his own channel. Also a fellow fowl, a fellow creature of the skies and the water. And yeah, great guy. Great guy. Shout out to Chicken Man. Big shout out to Chicken Man. Oh. But with that, we are done. We are done here for the night. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you so much, everyone, for the support. We are going to be heading off. We're going to be giving another StarCraft streamer a raid, so give them some love. And we'll be back in a couple of hours with ESL Open Cup Americas. So be sure to tune into that for some more Korean and NA and European action. All three regions, they all collide typically in ESL Open Cup Americas. We got you covered there. We won't be covering ESL Europe. I would also like to sleep. It is what is it? It's midnight. It's almost 1 a.m. here in Australia, so I would love to get some sleep and get some rest. So I'm gonna be doing that before the cast, just like Chicken Man. Oh, we'll be sleeping together, Papi. Oh, beautiful. So yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Until then, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. ! Socials in the chat, and you can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Discord. We are live both on Discord, sorry, both on Twitch and on YouTube, so you can follow us there. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time for some NA action. Until then, hasta luego. Bye. Hasta luego.